Hey everybody, Mary Gauthier here with Jaimee Harris, live from our, what do we call this, office?
You've always called it the office. Sometimes
Office
called
from the writing room in lovely Green Hills, Nashville, Tennessee.
Where it is 91
It's
degrees
cold,
Fahrenheit.
it's hot, it's summer. We are in a little bit of a heat thing here, and it's real nice. The garden loves it, and it's a beautiful day, and we're glad to be with you. We've got Terry Radigan with us today. I am so excited to introduce her to all of you who haven't heard her. And if you're coming to us from her Facebook page, hey, she's there. She'll be with us shortly. Jaimee and I have been on the road. We missed you last week. We were traveling from Austin to Phoenix, if I remember right, on Sunday last week. And then we drove from Phoenix to Winslow, Arizona, where we stayed at the lovely La Posada Hotel. And yes, there is a giant standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona thing happening in Winslow, Arizona, in honor of the Jackson Browne song made famous by the Eagles. And they play that music from every possible corner. It's all they play.
I've never seen so many flatbed Fords in my life.
Flatbed Ford. It was great, though. The La Posada is a really nice, beautiful, historic hotel. And the couple who own it do a wonderful job as hoteliers.
In the turquoise room, the food.
The wife of the hotelier is named Tina Mian, and she's an unbelievable painter. And the turquoise room restaurant in the hotel is fantastic. So we ate too much, but we did find a walking trail. Jaimee and Bonnie did a hike. We rode a train. That was a wonderful train trip that we enjoyed, and we had a good little time out on the road. In the U.S., things are opening up rapidly. In fact, this morning for my swim at the YMCA, I swim every day. They've reopened the saunas as of today, and masks are now optional.
At the YMCA?
At the YMCA. Optional masks as of today, and reopened the saunas.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're coming back around here, and things are changing quickly. But we're happy to be with you today. We got some songs, got some stories. We got our friend, Michele's with us from Italy. He looks very handsome today.
He does look extra handsome.
He always looks handsome, but today he has a certain glow about him.
He does.
And can't wait to get started. Let's just get this thing going, shall we? Crescent City disappearing in the rearview mirror, just like she's always done. Spend my life running from the ghosts of the Vucare and that dirty spillway water in the noonday sun. Daughters of charity left their mark on me, keeping secrets where it just makes you feel alone. Magazine Street stole from me. Never thought I'd find my way home. Thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. Thank God for you. thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. I was just another junkie jonesing on a Greyhound bus with a 20-year ticket to a tortured mind. Siren sorrow, cigarette butts, my Jesus in pieces, broken as the highway lines. Thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. Thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. You give me something no one can take away. You saw right through me and loved me anyway. Oh, thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. Thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. Nice, little Harris. Strings go sharp when there's a lot of air conditioning going on.
I think so.
I know so. It does something, it tightens the wood and it makes the strings go sharp.
Yeah, the coldness, yeah.
And when it's hot, they go flat. Mm-hmm. And this is all I've learned in 30 years of playing this machine. Let's play our friend David Olney's song.
Oh, sure.
We brought this back out the other night in Winslow in the final concert, and I just love this song so much, and we miss David Olney so much. So let's play The Women Cross the River, a song recorded as a duet with Emmylou Harris and the great Linda Ronstadt. As a songwriter, what else would
She's
you...
just great. She's not the late great.
No, I didn't say late great.
I thought you said the late
No,
great.
I meant to say the great.
She's actually doing a book event today.
No, they're doing it. I didn't say late great.
I thought you said the late great.
No, I didn't say that. No, I know. We were at her house. She's very much alive. I stumbled over the first the G.
Sorry, I thought I misheard. I misheard you, I guess. Sorry.
Oh, the women cross the river, carry water from the well at break of day. And they talk to one another. God only knows what they might say. You might get an education after years of dedication. You might finally get a glimpse of what is right and what is wrong. But the women cross the river, well, they knew that all along. Oh, the women cross the river work with tools that are ancient and handmade. And they plow their fields in perfect rows and then rest beneath the shade. We have learned to build out of concrete, out of steel, and our buildings stand 1,000 years, and then even they are bound to fall. But the women cross the river never learned to build a wall. The women across the river are as gentle as the dew upon the ground. How I love to hear 'em laughing in the rain when it makes that perfect sound. Now a soldier with a gun and a battle to be won might kill you with a bullet and you never even know the reason why. But the women cross the river, they can kill you with their eyes. Women cross the river, they can kill you with their eyes. David Only song. Well, I'm going to play a song that I wrote a bunch of years ago at a Songwriting with Soldiers retreat, and I wrote this with a group of military spouses, and I'm going to use it as a segue before we bring in Terry Radigan, because that's where I met Terry is.
Oh, yeah.
We're working through the Songwriting with Soldiers program. So I think I'm going to play this song. It's called The War After the War. And it's written by myself and Beth Nielsen Chapman and 6 military spouses who told us their story in a small amount of time. We were able to do this in like less than 2 hours. Just listened and wrote, and it came alive into this song. And called War After the War. Who's gonna care for the ones who care for the ones who went to war? There's landmines in the living room, eggshells on the floor. Lost myself in the shadow of your honor and your pain. You stare out of the window as our dreams go down the drain. Invisible. War after the war. I get no basic training, I get no Purple Heart. I am supposed to carry on, I can't fall apart. People look at you and thank you for the sacrifice you made. They look at me and smile, say I'm lucky, you're okay. Invisible. War after the war. But I'm a soldier too, just like you, serving something bigger than myself. I serve unseen, caught in between my pain and the pain of someone else. But I'm stronger than you think I am, right here by your side. I am not your enemy, I don't wanna fight. There's no going back in time, I know you're not the same. You are not the only one for whom the world has changed. Invisible. The war after the war. Invisible. The war after the war. Oh my goodness. The war after the war. Let's bring our friend Terry in and see how things are going over there.
Boy, you two sound so damn good.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
How are you?
I'm good. I got my songwriting with Soldiers pick.
Oh.
You know what's remarkable is that you can never keep a pick.
Yeah,
But I
true.
cannot lose these. There's some sort of magnetism to them.
I got a drawer full of them. I save them all because each of them means the completion of a retreat.
Yes.
They're given to us at the end of a retreat, and so much symbolism is involved in
Oh,
the
my
completion.
goodness,
Yeah. So I met you through Songwriting with Soldiers a bunch of years ago.
We sure did. I think we were in Virginia.
I don't remember time very well, but I do remember you, and I remember your generous spirit. I remember how really wonderful you are with the veterans, and you're able to negotiate the delicacies of writing with people who are in pain a lot of the time. You're a master. You're one of the true empaths of this work, and I was in awe of you then. I'm in awe of you now.
Well, that is really sweet of you to say. That song that you and Beth wrote that you just played, beautiful.
Thank you.
Because I could hear those women in that song. Every
Yeah, that's
word.
that's the challenge, right? Is to use their language and find a melody that matches the emotion they're expressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. And like you said, you've got like you have to walk in there knowing everything you know about writing a song. And then you need to forget it.
Yeah.
And then you need to just listen, because if you start leaving the room in your head with what am I going to do, and I don't want to blow this, then it's not there. So we talked about it early. You just trust in the song.
The song does the heavy lifting.
It sure
and,
does.
You bring all of your experience in, like you said, but in the end, you can't be thinking about craft. You have to be paying attention and bearing witness to someone who's in pain. It's quite the juggling act.
Yeah, it's really, I'll tell you, I leave better after every single session that I ever have, because you just have to figure out who the song is serving. And it's not there to serve me.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right,
Whew.
right. That's how you do it.
It's
You-
pretty incredible, man. And
I know.
aside from meeting all these different soldiers and first responders and their spouses, then I get to meet all these other wonderful songwriters through there. So it's awesome.
I agree. I would have not been given the opportunity to collaborate with you and spend time with you if it wasn't for that program. So, hallelujah for that too.
Amen.
Yeah. So you're making it through the pandemic, okay? You're in upstate New York somewhere?
Yep. Deep in the Catskill Mountains.
Oh man, it's nice
wow.
up there in the spring and the early summer.
Yeah, we kind of rode out a pretty heavy-duty winter. But boy, it's gorgeous now. It's so beautiful. And the weather's cooperating and healthy and vaccinated. That's where it's at.
It's a gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gift. I don't know how science pulled this out of their hat so quickly, but it's a gift. And we got vaccinated as soon as we could.
Yeah. Yeah, now if that spirit of cooperation could just seep out into everything else, think of how amazing it would be.
I know.
Oh yeah.
I know. If the urgency that came to the vaccine would
Yeah.
be applied to so many of the other problems that we deal with as a culture, as a people, as a race. But you know what? I'll say what Paolo Caru said to me many years ago in Gallarate, Italy, when things were looking pretty heavy duty over there with the rise of fascism again and such. He said, Maria, it's frightening, but we still have the music. And we still have the music. Indeed.
We sure do, man. Yeah, and I'm rooting for us all. I think it's gonna
think-
figure its way.
I think the music is a medicine, and I'm glad to be having this opportunity to share it on the internet. There's people from all over the world on the feed, and want to welcome everybody.
That is awesome.
And turn it over to you and have you play a couple of songs to let folks get to know you a little if they haven't heard you before.
Well, I will. That's lovely, and it's nice to meet everybody wherever you are, wherever you're tuning in. So I'll play one of the Songwriting with Soldiers songs that I wrote, and I wrote this one with Lisa Gertz, who is the spouse of Josh Gertz, who, Mary, I know you've written with, and have some great stories with of him kind of doing the Grand Ole Opry with you. So I met Lisa Gertz, and she was there more as sort of a spouse. But Mary Judd, one of the founders of Songwriting with Soldiers, has a beautiful radar and thought, gee, maybe Lisa Gertz wants to write a song. So we did. We have our 2.5 hours. And about an hour into our session, when I thought there was one song that was going to happen, Lisa Gertz talked about joining the military later in life. And I asked her what that was about. And the more she started talking, I thought, that's our song. So I will play this that I've written with Lisa Gertz called Army of One. Mama was an 18-year-old runaway. Daddy was trucking down the A1A, a beer in his hand, steering with his knees, saw her long black hair blowing in the breeze, blowing in the breeze. It was a one-day stand written in the stars. Two sweaty kids in the back of that car, accidentally stumbling on destiny. 'Cause yes, I was meant to be. I was meant to be. And from that day on, I was on my own. Daddy built houses, but we never had a home. Every day was living in a little war zone, and I'd fight them battles all alone with nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. So I became an army of one. I became an army of one. I learned to tie my shoes, dry my tears, make my supper, then disappear. Cut my hair, clean my clothes, get myself off to school, hoping nobody would know, hoping nobody would know that I've been signing mama's names to permission slips, 'cause it was hard to catch her in between sips. And daddy's always working, though he never had time. He was too busy with them little white lines, all them little white lines. And from that day on, I was on my own. Daddy built houses, but we never had a home. Every day was living in a little war zone, and I'd fight them battles all alone with nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. So I became an army of one. I became an army of one. I was looking for the family I never had. Uncle Sam seemed like he'd be a pretty good dad. Tell me where to go, he'd tell me what to do. And for the first time in my life, I'd have a curfew. Brothers and sisters who had my back. The first time I knew peace was in Iraq, where I met somebody who felt like home, who fought my battles like they were his own, fought them like they was his own. And I didn't have to hide, and I didn't have to run, and I didn't have to be an army of one. Ooh. So that is Army of One. I think I go right into another song, Mary. I think that's what we talked about. So I will do it. Jaimee, if anything sounds horribly amiss, feel free to clock back in and let me know. So I am in right now upstate New York, but in Brooklyn, where I was born and raised. I wrote a song a couple of years ago about a neighbor of mine who lived right across the street. Never met him, but I was always pretty fascinated by him. And I noticed, started seeing a little less of him, and then we'd seen that he'd passed away. And then maybe a couple of weeks after that, slowly we saw his wife starting to put some of his stuff out on the sidewalk, which is a time-honored tradition in New York. You know, you find treasures when you walk down the street, and she put his boots out there, and slowly I got to know this guy through all the stuff that his wife had put out there. So I wrote this song. It's called Bob's Boots. I'm going to lose my glasses. I hope you're all still there. It's called Bob's Boots. Bob's boots are on the street. They sure look strange without Bob's feet. Out there standing all alone, like they're waiting for him to come back home. Bob's books are in a box. He sure did read a lot. And though I never heard him say 2 words, he talked up quite a storm to the neighborhood birds. And Bob's wife is on the stoop. She looks lost, she looks pooped. Oh, yeah, dying sure his heart on the living. Here she's lost so much, but here she is giving, 'cause Bob don't need it anymore. If he's in the ground in a jar or on some celestial shore, or waking up halfway around the world, a 6-pound, 2-ounce baby girl. Bob's shirts are on the fence, and I can tell you that ain't where his money went. I never seen him in a suit or tie, but he always looked cool when he breezed on by. Bob's son is back in town. I wonder if they knew it was going down. And I sure hope he got to say goodbye, and that somebody reminds him about the alternate side. And Bob's hat found a brand new head, the guy from up the park with a bench for a bed. He's wearing it cocked, a little to the right, and he's walking like he's got some place to be tonight. Well, Bob don't need it anymore. If he's in the ground in a jar or on some celestial shore, or waking up halfway around the world, a 6-pound, 2-ounce baby girl. Bob's boots are on the street. They sure look strange without Bob's feet.
Awesome.
Such a cool song. Wow.
Thank you very much.
That was great. Making me smile.
That's good.
I love that song. And the one before, Lisa's on the feed listening, so.
Lisa Gertz. We wrote that in the Isaac Asimov room of the Carey Institute. And it was so cool because she talked about she and Josh and how they met while they were in the service, and they had to kind of, be, undercover about it. And I thought, oh my God, this song is writing itself. Checkpoint in Kandahar, and they fell in love in the desert. So that's why when that little pivot happened, she started talking about herself. I just crinkled up that thing and threw it over the shoulder. Man, and I got to tell you, Lisa was, you know this. You lock down with somebody on that level, and you are just bonded for life.
It's a real connection, and it happens real fast. It's
Yep,
the most
real fast.
efficient way to make a friend that I have ever found. It just, boom, right there. It's incredibly beautiful.
Yeah, and she was brave and awesome and cool. And Josh, they're an awesome family. And I have socks, as you do, with their kids' faces on them.
Yeah.
So
I
how can we
know.
not be
I
friends
love
forever?
it. This is the best. So we're gonna put you in the green room for a little bit. Have Jaimee play
Bye,
a song,
everyone.
and we're gonna bring you back for 2 more shortly. All right?
Awesome.
soon.
I'll be listening.
Thank you.
Cool.
Jaimee, would you like to play one?
I would, yeah. Sorry, getting all this going here. I think today I'd actually like to play a song I didn't write. Yesterday was 4 years since we lost my friend and my mentor, Jaimee LaFave.
It was 4 years, the anniversary yesterday. Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Ashley wrote a beautiful post about grief and Jimmy and traveling, and it's beautiful. But I would like to play a song that he wrote that continues to speak to me after his passing in a new way. It's one of those songs that evolves its meaning, I think, as the
The
years
good
go by.
ones come along for life.
Hey, I'm living in your land now, as we circle around the sun. Yes, I'm living in your land. You know you are the only one. Yes, I'm living in your land, and that's each and every day. Yes, I'm living in your land now. You showed me a better way. I've been looking for the answer. I've been searching for the truth. Now I'm living in your land. You know I will not be removed. Hey, I'm living in your land now, singing your song along the way. Yes, I'm living in your land. Oh my, oh my, oh my, what a joyful day. In this journey that I travel, the stars, they always shine so bright. And now I never have to worry. Oh, 'cause I'm living in your land. Yes, I'm living in your land, as we circle around the sun. Yes, I'm living in your land now, signed and sealed, said and done. Signed and sealed, said and done. Signed and sealed, baby, said and done. Classic LaFave ending.
I hear his voice when you sing it. I hear him singing that. He used to play that when he played a lot.
Yeah.
And his voice was so spectacular. And I
It
hear
really was. And he taught me so much about, like, it's funny, when we were in on that train trip or in the Roots on the Rails, I had a conversation with Dead Rock West about this, but singing other people's songs, like if you have a voice that you don't have to write all your own songs either. Like he brought, I think Michele will share about Bob Dylan, and the first song I sang with Jimmy was a Dylan song because he was such a huge Dylan fan, but he also uplifted a lot of songwriters and in his set and was able to bring voice to those songs, which was really, he taught me a lot about the responsibility of that you don't have to write all, just find a great song and sing it. And if you love a great song, sing it. And to be in his band, he would never have a set list, and he would play songs in different keys and at different tempos every night. So he could bring a completely different emotion to the same song by using those tools. And I mean, that's just like the tip of the iceberg of so many things that he taught me. But just how you commented on his voice, the responsibility of having a
voice like that
was one of the biggest lessons he taught me.
Yeah, and bringing that voice to other songwriters' songs.
Mm-hmm.
Because
less and less of that happens.
I think it's
now.
a generosity these days to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
And you have to remain curious and open, I think, to...
We have to
be able
listen.
bring that. You have to listen. That's right.
Listening is effortful, and so many of us tend to want to be heard instead of listen. And that's natural, though. You can't.
Human nature. Yeah.
You can't fault it. But he was a good listener, one of the very best. That's what made him so extraordinary as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's missed. He's missed.
Thank you for letting me share that.
I loved him too.
I know you did, yeah.
I'll think about the joy inside your laughter. I'll think about your hand inside mine. I'll think about the softness of your sweet skin as I try not to think about time. I'll think about my arms wrapped all around you. I'll think about the kindness in your eyes. I'll think about how you showed up on my doorstep when I was trying not to think about time. So many roads, so many towns between us, so many nights, so many stairs to climb, so many thoughts to think as I miss you, and I try not to think about time. about your candlestick fingers on my skin. I'll think about the shiver in your side. I'll think about how much I wanna kiss you as I try not to think about time. So many roads, so many towns between us, so many nights, so many stairs to climb, so many thoughts to think as I miss you, and I try not to think about time. I will try not to think about time. Let's go to Italy.
I knew you were going to say that. I almost said it.
You knew I was going to say it?
I know what Michele's going to say.
Welcome to Italy. How are you, my friend?
Oh, look at you. You look fantastic.
Thank you, Mary. You too. And Jaimee also. We are all ready to go back on stage, but actually you were already back on stage in US, right?
Yes, sir.
Last week.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. We did a week of shows in Arizona, and then we did a show in Texas outside of Hill Country. And
I saw that. I saw a beautiful video on your Facebook page of a train in Arizona somewhere, I guess. Beautiful, beautiful.
yeah, it
Really
was
cool place.
lovely. And we were learning how to play standing up, and then remembering how to play sitting
Standing
down,
down.
standing up. It's two different things, isn't it?
Yes, it's really difficult. Different.
So
Yes.
you have your first live show in over a year coming up in Italy, right?
Yes. I'm really excited because it was a long time ago, the last show. So it was in February 2020. And now I have a show on June 19 in Pavia, that is outside of Milan, Italy. And I'm really excited. And this week we had some rehearsal. Actually, it wasn't, well, in part a rehearsal, in part the joy to meet and to spend time together with Marco and Giovanna, the cello player. So I spent a very nice week playing music at home, dreaming about our concert. I can't believe to be so happy to have one concert coming, but that's it, and I'm really happy. Really happy for that. And also, I have another great news for me. I will be vaccinated this week on Friday, May 28th. So this will be important to see you again soon and to travel around Europe. If I can say to our friend, we also have planned to meet at some point this summer.
We have not announced it yet, but we have booked our flights, and you have booked your flights, and we will meet in Denmark.
Yes.
And perform at a sort of reimagined Tonder Folk Festival. it'll be an opportunity for us to perform live together, and hopefully we'll figure out a way to live stream it so people can see us together. That would be
that'd be great.
very good.
Yes,
But
yes.
exciting, right? To book the flights and
Yes,
to have a plan. It'll be the end of August, and
yes,
we
yes.
shall
That's
gather.
yes,
Which
yes,
isn't that
yes.
far
This
away.
It's
yeah,
not
no,
that far away. I mean, it's 90
not that
days.
far away. And my idea of time really changed during during last year. So
Same.
so really, it's not far away at this point.
Yeah, right,
Yes,
right.
and oh, I loved the song that Jamie was playing. I loved Jimmy LaFave too, your mentor and the great, great songwriter. And I know that Jimmy loved Dylan, Bob Dylan,
Yes.
a lot, like many of us. And I love his version of Dylan song. Many
Yeah,
of them,
he
many
was
of
one of
them.
the great Dylan interpreters. He sang Dylan in a very, very special way. He knew how to get inside a Dylan song and really deliver the emotion.
Oh yes, oh,
And he was
yes.
one of the masters of singing Dylan. And I see you have Dylan on Dylan, the
Yes,
book. The
yes.
book.
I have Dylan on Dylan here because tomorrow, like many of us know, is Dylan birthday, 80th birthday tomorrow. Unbelievable. I was thinking that he was an old songwriter when I was a boy. Now he's really an old songwriter, and it's a joy and a miracle that we had Dylan for most of our life, telling us the truth and many other things. Yes, it's a great gift. So I was thinking to be obvious tonight and to play maybe his most famous song on my violin, like a humble homage to Bob Dylan, wishing him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Yes. All right. I will be obvious, but I love so much this song. Happy birthday, Bob.
That was so great.
It was obvious, but I loved so much this song. It's probably his most famous song, and there are all these questions. And I was reading again this obvious song today, but it's not so obvious. These questions are not rhetoric questions; they are important questions still. And so I think they are still so real, and they are so difficult to accept this question today. So it's an obvious song, but it's not so obvious. It's such an incredible song this day too. He wrote this 60 years ago, but still so real and so true for this moment. Yes.
It will never, ever stop amazing me that a 20-year-old wrote that song.
Oh yes, it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Yes, yes.
And that is such a beautiful sounding rendition. Thank you, Maestro.
Thank you, my
And
friends.
I'm so excited we have a show on the books.
Me too, me too, me too, me too. I'm over excited.
Overexcited. You can't be overexcited.
Yes, I am.
Michele, will your
Yes.
the folks want to know, will your show in Italy be live streamed?
I will try to do something
Okay.
because I know that many people want to see it. So I will find a way to be streamed somewhere.
Excellent.
I will let them know. Thank you, Jamie.
That would be wonderful. People would definitely watch. And,
Oh yes, oh yes. It was such a long time without concert that everybody want to see it now. Yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
yes. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. Ciao,
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 ciao.
Michele.
Ciao, ciao.
ciao, ciao.
Let's go back to New York, upstate, Catskills, and see Terry. Hi. Isn't this technology cool?
Boy, that was beautiful, the blowing in the wind.
I know that we can hop around the world like this and
How
just.
cool.
I know. I have to go to Venice, go to Nashville, go to Catskills. Boom, boom, boom. It's fantastic.
No jet lag. It's my favorite thing.
No jet lag. No time wasted in travel hell. We're just boom, boom. There we are.
Yeah, Jaimee, that was a beautiful rendition.
Thank you. Thank you
Really
very much.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm gonna not waste words and let you just take it away with the music. Terry
Well-
Radigan.
Thank you very much. You guys got me. There's a couple of songwriters who I love that have passed away, and it really, you just have that moment of, my gosh, how lucky was I to know them for a half a second. So Jaimee O'Hara, Nashville songwriter, just one of my favorite songwriter, singer, artists, passed away, and Billy Joe Shaver, who was really lovely to me when I first got to Nashville. So I wanna play his song. It's called "Live Forever," and dedicate that to Jaimee O'Hara and every other beautiful songwriter who's crossed over. This has been a little while, but I got inspired by you guys. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch tomorrow now. You're gonna wanna hold me just like I've always told you. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Nobody here will ever find me, but I will always be around. Just like the songs I leave behind me, I'm gonna live forever now. You fathers and you mothers, be good to one another. Please try to raise your children right. darkness take 'em, don't make 'em feel forsaken, just lead them safely to the light. When this old world is blown asunder and all the stars fall from the sky, remember someone really loves you. Well, live forever, you and I. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch tomorrow now. Mr. Billy Joe Shaver. What a treat this was. This is so bizarre to go from talking to talking and no one and screen and but Mary and Jaimee and Makala, I hope I pronounced your name right. And everyone out there listening, what a treat this is. So I'm gonna play a song I wrote. It's a love letter to Brooklyn, my hometown. And I wrote this song when Brooklyn was kind of being discovered by everyone who loved it. And I didn't want to begrudge these new people moving into my town, but I all of a sudden felt like Brooklyn got a whole bunch of new fancy friends and didn't really have time for me anymore. So this was my my little pleading letter to Brooklyn. Look like you're the cool kid now. Everybody wants to get to know you somehow. But I knew that all along. Yes, I can't blame you. Must be nice to finally find yourself up in the spotlight. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that I felt torn. 'Cause you know, Brooklyn, I loved you before all of them. Back when you was tough and gritty, before you become the Emerald City. And now that you're all cleaned up, I'm feeling like you don't want my love. Like you moved on without me, like soon you'll forget all about me. But oh, Brooklyn, you're where I took my first breath. Brooklyn, you're where I took my first step. I got smacked and had my first good cry. Hell, you're where I even told my very first lie. And to think after all of that, you could just up and leave me flat. After all of that. And I know, oh yes, things are gonna change, but don't you dare tell me that's how they stay the same, 'cause I barely recognize the place. Oh, used to be, I walked down these streets, a million voices called out to me, but these days I barely recognize a face. So come on, Brooklyn, I loved you before all of them. Back when you was tough and gritty, before you become the Emerald City. And now that you're all cleaned up, I'm feeling like you don't want my love. Like you moved on without me, like soon you'll forget all about me. But oh, Brooklyn, you're where I found my voice, and these 6 strings making all of this noise. Found the nerve to think I could be more than a little old gal from Avenue P. And to think after all of that, you could just up and leave me flat. After all of that. So come on, Brooklyn, say that we could still be friends, that we could hang out like we used to. sit on the stoop and grab a yoo-hoo. Till Mama sends us to the corner store, tells us to stop at Miss Tilly's door and see if she needs anything, and then to look in on Miss Josephine. And when we get down to the avenue, wait for someone to cross you. Wait for someone to cross you. When you get down to the avenue, come on, Brooklyn. I loved you before all of them. I loved you before all of them. Brooklyn.
This is awesome.
Hang on, girls. I got to put my glasses back on so I can see you. Hang on a minute.
So
Hi.
as you're going down the road in that song, Jaimee looked at me and she said, Brooklyn was affordable at one time? I'm like, it was. In my lifetime, it was.
And you know, the crazy thing is that anywhere that I go and I play that, people are like, oh my God, that's my town. And I've heard that about Nashville. I've
Yeah.
heard people be like, oh my goodness, yeah, I remember when you could buy a place in East Nashville. Maybe
could.
not so much anymore. So you
Not
can just
anymore.
insert your hometown.
Not at all. Not at all. No way, no how.
Well, Waco, Texas is still very affordable. If anyone's looking for,
true.
It's changing though. I
That's
mean,
true.
it's-
Waco's going up though because
Yeah,
of that television
because the television show. But you can still. That's
But-
why they do that television show there, because you can still buy a house for so cheap.
I guess so, but you're right. It's not just Brooklyn.
No,
So many
it's-
towns across the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just the states that have become impossible to live in because of the cost of living. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And you know, they say that the population is going down now. So who knows what happens? I guess everybody's just trying to find a little tree to put a nest in.
Yeah, the Times had a big story on that today. I always
Yeah.
read my Sunday Times, and by the turn of the next century, the population is going to be much less than it is now. We're in a downward trend.
This is not good for me to know while I'm in the middle of the new season of The Handmaid's Tale. It just serves to freak me out even more.
We keep hearing that. I guess we should. We should or shouldn't watch.
You know what? I
no.
want to tell you should, and then I want to tell you shouldn't, all in the same breath. How's that? It's a lot easier with the current administration in office.
Exactly.
To watch
I
it.
couldn't do
Okay?
dystopian
no,
reading
no.
or art during the prior administration.
Yeah.
There was too much dystopia going on in the real world, but now I probably could handle it with the background of a little bit more stability, although things are still pretty weird.
It's so good, you guys, though, really. If you want, as long as you have one another to cuddle and hold, watch it.
Perfect.
Look, well, you know what? We would love for you to play one more before we say goodbye. We love you so much, and we're so grateful that you said yes to joining us.
Oh, what a treat, you guys, really. It's so lovely. Jaimee, thank you for all the tech stuff and being such a, cool hand Luke about trying to make sure everybody's feeling good about what they're doing. Cool, man. I would love to play one more song, and thanks again for having me. I'm gonna play a song. I'll tell you guys this while you're still in the box with me. There's a really cool thing called the Bushwick Book Club, and it's out of Brooklyn. Some wonderful songwriters put it together, and you get a book and you read it, and maybe there's like 8 or 10 songwriters invited, and then you have the cool show, and you get to see what everybody has sort of read this book and what they took away to make a song about. Mm-hmm. So the book that we had done this one time was Kurt Vonnegut. What was it called? A Man Without a Country.
Oh, wow.
And he talked about his being famously hooked to cigarettes, which I was also. And I was afraid that I would never kind of break free of that. And he had this great line that I read in the book called a fire on one end and a fool on the other.
Wow.
So this was my ode to the Marlboro Lights. So with that, I'll take it away. Here we go. Don't smoke. Don't smoke. But at least I got a song out of it. together. You and I were destined to be lovers. Oh, from our very first kiss, I was yours, I could not resist. So you go on and you take all my money, and that tar goes down sweeter than two below, honey. You're my last thought in the evening, my first thought of the day. Lordy, how you take my breath away, like you were made for me. It's like you were made for me. It's like someone knew every little thing I'd ever need. They made the lock, but not the key. God damn, I can't quit ya, baby. When I'm out looking for you, ain't no one a stranger. No alley too dark, no hour too late, no thought to the danger. You beat my heart, you poison my blood. You are everywhere at once, I could never say as much for love. And everybody's got to die of something. Rivers for drowning, bridges for jumping, and that big old willow for to swing your rope. But baby, I'm a-going up in smoke, 'cause you were made for me. It's like you were made for me. It's like someone knew every little thing I'd ever need. They made the lock, but not the key. God damn, I can't quit you, baby. Fire on one end, a fool on the other. You're one sexy motherfucker.
Yes.
I cussed on the internet. I cussed on the internet.
That's encouraged.
It's amazing
here.
when you haven't. It's amazing when you haven't been singing for a while. You realize, holy crap, man, things are high. It's like getting your sea legs back.
Oh, it is, and then you get used to singing sitting down, and then you stand up to
Oof.
play a real show. It's like, well, shoot, you shape the chords totally differently when you're standing up.
It's a whole
Like,
nother
whoa,
deal.
Okay, it's a whole other deal. Exactly. Well, thank you for joining us. It's been our great pleasure to share this Sunday afternoon with you. Thank you. I hope we get to be at a retreat together again soon.
Same
with the Songwriting
here.
with Soldiers.
Same
And,
here, and thank you guys so much. What a lovely way to spend the afternoon.
The pleasure is ours. I hope we can share a stage somewhere and keep this going. Thank you a million times over. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And I'm going to do a quick commercial. This is 10 CDs. It's everything I've recorded in my career. It comes in a box. It's called a bundle. All 10. Yow, sorry. I hit the mic. If people were listening in headphones, that wasn't fun. All 10 for $50. And we will send it to you immediately. A 10 CD bundle, $50. That has been a godsend in the pandemic as people have purchased it and kept us going. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, we do have T-shirts, small to triple X. It says "Mercy Now," Mary Gauthier. There we go. Whoa, get it right. There it is. And Jaimee has a Patreon that she would love to have you join for as little as $3 a month. It has benefits, and one of them is you get to hear new music before anybody else. You send people postcards too, don't you?
Well, at a certain level, but right now, I was gonna say one thing. I'm doing a spring cleaning sale on my website. So I have the mystery merch bundle item for $25, which includes a mystery T-shirt. You just give me your size, and I will give you some mystery items, and I promise they're good.
Okay.
So postcard, maybe a postcard. It might be a list of the songs that are coming on the new record that has not been revealed, but you would know before anyone else.
Yeah, it's for Jaimee Harris super fans.
Yeah, and the Patreon. Yeah, I did post a little bit of the recording of this next song.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Let's play it for him. So patreon.com/Jaimee Harris.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
We'll get you there, and it's an insiders club, and she would love to have you as a patron. And onward, upward. Why don't you play one, and I'll play one, and we'll call it a day. This is a song that Jaimee and I wrote together, I think, in the dead of winter, and it is a song that we played a bunch on the trip in Winslow, and people really were resonating with it, and I hope you like it. It's called "How Could You Be Gone."
I keep staring at the clock, stumbling round the house in shock. I don't know what I feel. I can't believe that this is real. I don't know what to wear. I don't know who will be there. I wanna call you, I wanna cry. I don't wanna say goodbye. Turn the key, make the drive. I park and watch the cars arrive. Friends I never knew you had. It's moving slow, it's moving fast. I walk by your photograph. I hear your voice, I hear your laugh. Everybody's dressed in black. I still think you're coming back. Could you be gone? Could you be gone? Sitting in a plastic chair, the preacher's words hang in the air. A cross of roses, pink and white, slideshow pictures of your life. Children run across the lawn. They don't understand you're gone. I'm looking for you in the crowd. I'm looking for you in the clouds. How could you be gone? just what to say. I don't know what I believe. I just know I have to leave. I walk alone back to my car. I go before the goodbye starts. I have always been this way. You're the only one who can make me stay. How could you be gone? How could you be
May eternity hold you in the hollow of her hand. May a soft wind enfold you as you travel distant lands. May the moon and stars delight you as the daylight dims. Till the morning sun warms your face, till I see you again. May you never be a stranger. May you never feel alone. May a summer rain inside your dreams sing a lullaby. May there be no more sorrow, no more pain. May you sleep inside the stillness of the night till I see you again. never be a stranger. May you never feel alone. May you reunite with family and friends. May they walk you home. May love embrace you in a dance that never ends. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week with our guest, Shamika Copeland, singer extraordinaire, all-around badass,
All around badass.
strong woman. Shamika's one of my faves, and she'll be with us next Sunday. Please join us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Appreciate the tips.